Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss the map of class 9. It will be helpful to revise before your exams. So let's start. This is chapter 1, French Revolutions map, where you have to fill 4 places according to your CBSE syllabus which were important in this chapter, the French Revolution. So first place you can see is Paris. Paris is actually the capital city. Then we have second place Nantes, and the third one is Bordeaux. Then comes your Marseilles. Now Nantes and Bordeaux were the port cities from where trade used to happen, and then Marseilles was the place from where the national anthem of France was written. So these 4 places are important. Now let's come to the second chapter where we find this map of World War One. In World War One, which happened between 1914 to 1918, we can see there are two different colors. One is blue, which is for Central Power, because of which countries the war started. They were known as Central Power. So in the Central Power, we have Germany, Austria-Hungary, and then Turkey. So I have clearly marked it with blue color so that you can see and identify the places. So as you can see the blue color, they are Germany, then Austria Hungary, and then Turkey. Blue dot. See, this is blue dot. These are blue dots for Austria Hungary, and this is for Germany. So I hope you understood these places. Now we will come to the red one, that is the Allied powers which came together to fight against the Central Power. So they were France, England, Russia, USA. They will remain almost same in the Second World War also. Let's see. So Allied power first is France, which you can find here. It's enlarged version you have seen just before this map. Then you have England, who ruled on us also for 200 years. Then we have Russia, then which is the largest country in the world, and then USA, which is the most powerful democracy in our world. So these are the allied powers for the First World War. I hope this is clear to you. Now we are moving on to the third. So you can see the third map. Here again I have used two colors, but this time for Axis powers, and this is Second World War. Okay, this is mentioned in Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Why? Because in that chapter we see that how Germany again rise into power, and then how it fights back. So here we can see the Axis power, actually the central power of the First World War, next became the Axis power. So the Axis power this time I have put with red color. You can see red color, we have Germany, we have Italy. Now this time Italy is also involved, so I would like to little enlarge it so that you can clearly see where Italy is. So this boot shape place which you can see with red dot, that is Italy. And then we have Japan, the island country. Then we have okay, only three we have to remember from here. We have Italy, Germany, and Japan. These were the Axis power in Second World War, which happened between 1939 to 1945. Now we will come to the next map. No, not next map, the allied powers of the Second World War. So if you see the allied powers this time, some, actually all are same, but a little bit names have been changed. So you can see the allied power 1. Allied power 1 is USA. It came into war, it came later, okay, but still it remained very important because of this country only the war ended, so its role is very important. Then former USSR, we know that in 1922 Russian Empire became USSR. Then now it is still Russia, so we say it former USSR. Then we have France again. France we know already. Then England is now known as UK. So these places we have to remember as the Allied power in Second World War. With this, we have finished our history map book. Now, let's come to the next thing, that is your geography chapter 1. So, in geography chapter 1, if you see the syllabus, you would find that there are four things separately mentioned which we have to do. One is your Tropic of Cancer, which is a latitude, okay, and it passes from the center of India, dividing it almost into two halves. Okay, so you can see here I have clearly written, although it was already written on the map, I again wrote because it makes you clear how you have to do if it comes in exam. You have to put dots again over there like dotted line, and on that you have to clearly write Tropic of Cancer as I have mentioned here. Okay, and you can see the line clearly. Then we have second thing, which is your Indian Standard Meridian, which defines your IST, like Indian Standard Time, which is being followed throughout the country, which is passing from at, and it is actually a longitude. That's why I've clearly written, so that you understand what is the difference between longitude and latitude. So it is a longitude. It passes again from the center of India, dividing it into half east and half west. So it is dividing it into half east and half west, and its value is 82 degree and 30 minutes east. And why east? Because in the country India is located in the eastern hemisphere. If we talk about western or eastern, it is completely located in eastern hemisphere. And if we talk about the northern and southern hemisphere, India completely lies in the northern hemisphere. Then that's why we will only see northern letter N with all the latitudes of India. Okay, so these are the two important lines which we have to remember. Then we have marked some neighboring countries. Okay, not some, all the neighboring countries we have marked here. I think Lakshadweep I missed. So all, sorry. Lakshadweep is the islands. I have missed Maldives. That's what I was trying to tell. Okay, so that Maldives I have missed. Below Lakshadweep you can find Maldives country. Okay, now you can see I have made some clouds. In clouds, the name which are written, they are our neighboring country, be it Afghanistan, be it Pakistan, be it Sri Lanka, be it Myanmar, be it Bangladesh, be it Bhutan, or be it Nepal, or be it China. All these are, wait a second, you will get confused a little bit. I'm correcting. We didn't need those. Okay, so now you can see Afghanistan in the northwestern part, then Pakistan also in the northwestern part, then we have Maldives somewhere here. Okay, and that is in the northern or southern part. Then we have Sri Lanka in the southern part. Then we have Myanmar in the eastern part of India, and same with Bangladesh, it is also in the eastern part. Then comes China in the you can say northeastern part. Okay, so and then Nepal in the northern part, or you can say northeastern part. Then we have Bhutan. So these 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 are our neighboring countries. 2 are in the water bodies, and 8 7 are in our we can say these are in the land area, land on the land boundary of India. Okay, so these are the neighboring countries. Now let's see the states. It is told that we have to do the capitals also, but because of the lack of space I've not mentioned the capital. I would be telling you about each and every state's capital also. So first we'll start with the state. 1 minute, wait. Yes, we will start with the largest state, which is your Rajasthan. So, if we talk about Rajasthan, its capital is Jaipur. Okay, now if we talk about Gujarat, Gujarat's capital is Gandhinagar. Then we comes to Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh capital is Bhopal. Then we come to Maharashtra. Maharashtra's capital is Mumbai. Then we come to Goa, which is the smallest state. Its capital is Panji. Then we come to, let me enlarge it a little. Then we come to Kerala. Kerala's capital is Tiruvananthapuram. Okay. Then we have Karnataka. Its capital is Bangalore. Then Andhra Pradesh. Its capital is Amravati. Then Telangana. Its capital. This is the newest built state. So its capital is Hyderabad. Then we have Tamil Nadu. Its capital is Chennai. Then we have, एक minute. Huh. So then we have Madhya Pradesh. Its capital is Bhopal. Then we have Uttar Pradesh. Its capital is Lucknow. Then we have Haryana and Punjab. Both the states share the same capital, which is Chandigarh. Then we have Uttarakhand. Its capital is Dehradun. Then we have Himachal. Its capital is Simla. Then we have Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. These are not now the states, but they are the union territories. So Jammu Kashmir's capital is Srinagar and Ladakh's capital is Leh. Then we have Himachal Pradesh, I've told you. Uttarakhand, I've told you. Next we have Bihar. Bihar's capital is Patna. Then we have this place Sikkim. Sikkim's capital is Gangtok. Then we have Jharkhand. Jharkhand's capital is Ranchi. Then we have Chhattisgarh. Its capital is Raipur. Then we have Odisha. Odisha's capital is Bhubaneswar. Then we have West Bengal. West Bengal's capital is Calcutta. Then we have Meghalaya. Meghalaya's capital is Shillong. Then we have Assam. Assam's capital is Guwahati. Then we have Arunachal Pradesh. Its capital is Itanagar. Then we have Nagaland. Nagaland's capital is Kohima. Then we have Manipur. Manipur's capital is Imphal. Then we have Mizoram. Mizoram's capital is Aizawl. Then we have Tripura. Tripura's capital is Agartala. With this, we have finished all our states. Okay. Now, if you want to see 2-3 things more here, okay, no, I will be including it in the next map. So, let's come to the next map. Next map we have, no wait. Next map we have physical features of India. So we'll see it. So here I have marked the mountains, the mountain ranges. You should understand the difference. This is physical features of India chapter, and you should understand the difference between mountains and mountain ranges. So if we talk about a mountain, it will be one peak or one mountain. But when we talk about mountain ranges, it would be chain of mountains. We have learned it in 6th class. I hope I have recalled this for you. Now let's see which places we have to learn according to the CBSE syllabus. So first we will be learning about the mountains. So let's see. So there are some mountains which I have marked with triangle. So here you can see the first one, which is K2. Then we have second mountain, which is Kanchenjunga. Then we have the third mountain, which you have to remember, is your Anaimudi, which is in Kerala. And this is the highest peak of Western Ghat also. You can remember like that. And then we have Mahendragiri, which is in Andhra Pradesh, or you can say in the Eastern Ghat. And this is the highest peak of Eastern Ghat also. So you can remember it like this. So these are the 4 mountains which we need to remember here. Then we have uh, mountain ranges. So we will be learning about mountain ranges, and you can see that I have used a line. I have used this type of line for mountain ranges. Let's see which mountain ranges we have to remember. So the first mountain ranges is the Karakoram range. Okay, and then the second one is Janskar, and third one is this mountain range, which is Shivalik mountain range, which you know, this is uh, the the third in the sequence of Himadri, then Himachal, and then this is the southernmost Shivalik. Okay, so this, now you can see this is Aravalli range, which is in Rajasthan, and there are many more. Then we have Vindhya range and Satpura range together here. So I think these are the only ranges which are mentioned. Then we have the ghats. So you can see I have marked the ghats here. One is the western ghat and the other is the eastern ghat, and we know that western ghat is more regular than the eastern ghat. I have tried to maintain that in the marking also. Then we have certain coastal plains which are fertile plains in the coastal regions. So you can see the first one in Western Ghat area is Konkan. The second one is Malabar. The third one is in the Eastern Ghat, that is Northern Sikar. Fourth one is your Coromandel. So like this you should remember all the coastal regions. Coastal plains. Okay, so these are the coastal plains. Now what is left is the plateau. So there are certain plateaus which we need to remember. One is the biggest one, which you can see here in the peninsular area, which is your Deccan Plateau. Then we have Chota Nagpur Plateau. Then we have Vindhya. No, not that is Malwa Plateau. That is Malwa Plateau. So these three plateau you need to remember. These are the parts of actually the peninsular plateau, and this we need to remember from here. So this covers all the places of the second chapter. Map work from geography. Now let's come to the third chapter, which is your drainage. Here I have selected few rivers which are mentioned in your syllabus, that only, and out of that also I have taken very important one. So let's see. First of all, I'll be discussing here the water bodies first, है ना? So the big water bodies, which is sea. So there is one big sea, which is Arabian Sea in the western part of India, and one is Bay of Bengal, which is in the eastern part of India. And in Arabian Sea we have Lakshadweep Islands, which I was talking in the first chapter, and in the Bay of Bengal we have one more group of island, which is Andaman and Nicobar Island. So this is how we should remember the major things. And there is one more very important thing, that is your Indian Ocean, which is in the southern part of India. Because of this, because of our country's name, this ocean got its name as Indian Ocean. So it is very important to remember the big water bodies. Now let's come to the rivers, the important rivers. So we know that the rivers in India are divided into two parts, major two parts. One is the Himalayan river, which you can see, which you can see in this part. These are the Himalayan rivers, and the other part is your peninsular river. These are the peninsular rivers which are seasonal, and Himalayan rivers are perennial, which are not seasonal, which are for forever. Okay, let's move to the next thing now. One by one, let's see all the rivers. So we'll see first the Himalayan river. One you can see is the Indus river, which is not which is 80% in Pakistan, but it starts from here, like somewhere in Tibet, which is now China. From there, and it comes in India also, and then it moves to Pakistan, and it falls in Arabian Sea. So this is the first river of Himalayan river. Then second we have the Ganga river, which is the longest river in India and the holy river. We remember nowadays people are taking dip into it because of the Mahakumbh. So this is Ganga river, and one biggest tributary I have written, that is Yamuna river here. Then and if we remember how it moves from which states, so now we have learned all the states. So you can see from Uttarakhand it moves to Uttar Pradesh, and then Bihar, and then comes to West Bengal, and then comes to the other country, which is Bangladesh. So this is how it flows. Next we have the Brahmaputra river, which is lying most of the part is lying in the China. So it is also known there as Yarlang Sangpo. Okay, and then it enters from Arunachal Pradesh in our country, and it goes to Bangladesh and meets with the Ganga river, and then falls into Bay of Bengal. So this is what we have to remember about Brahmaputra river. Now we'll come to the peninsular rivers. So you can see two important rivers which are peninsular rivers. uh, One is Narmada and one is Tapi. Why these are two important rivers? Because these rivers flow westward from east to west. Rest of the rivers move from west to east. So this is why they are important to be remembered. Next we have Mahanadi, which moves from Chhattisgarh and enters in Odisha and falls into Bay of Bengal. And then we have Godavari river, which is the Dakshin Ganga, which is also known as Dakshin Ganga. Its length is 1500 km. So this is moving from Maharashtra to Telangana, and then it comes to Andhra Pradesh. So we have to remember its channel, its course. Next we have Kaveri river, which is coming from Karnataka, and it falls into Tamil Nadu. Like it falls into Bay of Bengal, but it passes through two states. Its basin is spread in two states. One is in Karnataka, another is in Tamil Nadu. So this way we have covered important rivers. Now comes to the lakes. Okay, so first lake here we can see, important one is the Pulikat lake. Then we have Koleru Lake. Then we have Chilika Lake. Now these all are brackish water lakes. Brackish water means salty water lake. One more salty water lake is this Sambar Lake in Rajasthan. Now the one which is the freshwater lake in India, that is your Wooler Lake. That you have to remember. So this way we have completed drainage chapters map as well. Now let's come to the fifth chapter map. Although in the syllabus of map it is not given properly ki we have to do it or not, but in final, like the chapters, it is mentioned that this chapter's map will come in final exam. So we will learn accordingly, and I have taken only the national parks which are important here. So let's see. The first one is Jim Corbett here, which is in Uttarakhand. I have mentioned the states also so that you remember where it is. You can mark it easily. Then we have second thing, that is your Ranthambore, which is in Rajasthan. Then we have Dudhwa National Park, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Then we have Manas and Kaziranga, that is in Assam. Then we have Kanha National Park, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Gir National Park, which is in Gujarat. Then we have two national parks like Sanjay Gandhi and Tadoba. These two are in Maharashtra. Then we have Bandipur National Park, which is in Karnataka. So these are certain important national parks which I have mentioned on this map. I hope it would be easy to learn from here. Next we'll see two more chapters. Chapter number 4, where climate is there, and then population. I have not taken everything from that map, but I have taken certain things which can come in exam, because shading part does not comes in exam, so I don't think that would be that important. Which is important I have mentioned here. First let's see climate chapters map. So in climate chapter, two things are important. One, the highest rainfall area and the lowest rainfall area. So you can see the lowest rainfall area is the western Rajasthan, where that there is a Thar desert. And the other one is this highest rainfall area in Meghalaya, that is Mawsynram. Then we come to population wala chapter, in which we see that most populous state, that is your Uttar Pradesh. Then we have least population least populated state, that is your, let me clear it, that is your Sikkim. Sikkim is the least populated area. or state, we can say. Then we comes to then we come to the density wise. So density, you understand, area and population both matters. So the definition of density of population is the number of people living in per square kilometer of area. So according to that, Bihar is the highest populated highly densely populated area. So this is the highest population density which is in Bihar. And the second, we talk about the least population density, or we can say lowest population density, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. It is here, lowest population density mentioned here. Okay, this is the state, and this is how I have written so that it is clearly visible. With this, we have finished the map book. I hope it is going to be helpful. Thank you so much.